We're here today with Ash from Backroads Wellness and Brad Moore from GCAC, and we're talking about our new program called Citizen Green. Ash, tell us what it means to Citizen Green can do for the veterans of Backroads Wellness.
Oh, it would be huge. In the retail space in Ohio, there's a large percentage of our patients that are having veteran designation. A way to get them cheaper product, available discounts, and connect them in a kind of community way that's really easy. Tech can't think of a better way to implement it than right at the retail space.
And Brad, what do you feel like are some of the key attributes in terms of being able to stay in touch and communicate with the patients of Backroads Wellness for a dispensary?
Yeah, well, so look, first and foremost, I think it's like safe quality products, and this is what Backroads Wellness carries, right? And so that kind of goes without saying, but the ability to connect in community, one thing as a veteran myself, we get out of the military and then you're kind of on your own, and this is another form of community. And Backroads Wellness is being part of that community, allow guys to come in, but most importantly, share their experience, and that's the cool stuff of the technology. Look, nobody deserves an ongoing, consistent discount more than a veteran, right? And then I think what we've all learned is, like, if you do the right thing by veterans, will be your best clients ever, and will also tell. And so we're hoping that, you know, through the use of the Citizen Green program and the underlying technology, you know, we meet all the regulatory requirements. We've got a built-in loyalty program for Backroads Wellness now, and most importantly, we're providing safe, affordable products to the veteran community in Ohio.
Leading off that, the lab standards in the state are really, really sound, so that adds to that safe product you can provide to the veterans. And like you said, the tech being compliant in this kind of gray area we're in right now, where we're still mad, really feeling the energy that it's going to be wrecked soon, but it's great that it's compliant already, meaning moving forward it'll just be that much easier to use this tech.
Yeah, so to what Ash is saying, 100%, right? Because look, I mean, at the end of the day, you have a variable human being with a lot of complexities, and you have a variable plant with a lot of complexities. And so I think what we want to be able to do in working with Backroads Wellness is to create that connectivity, right? Like, if think about it, if you can give it a feedback on something that somebody's used, I mean, in a perfect world, every veteran on every gram consumed in any modality, whether it's a tincture in oil or flower, will be able to provide a feedback on what it's done, not just to help the veteran, but to help the product producers understand what they're making, right? And how to do it consistently. Because like I said, they're dealing with a plant. One of the hardest things that we've all seen is, like, you know, how do you just get fresh vegetables consistently, right? And so at the end of the day, it's a very complex plant. It's a wonderful plant. And I think the other thing that I'm really excited about too is in our program, the Citizen Green program, we offer free post-traumatic growth courses and a big component of that is the ethical use of cannabis and honorable use of cannabis to help in recovery. Now, as a veteran myself who served overseas, it's like you come back, you're always trying to figure everything out, right? Cannabis is an amazing tool, but the other side of it is it can become a dependency, right? And so I think one of the things that we're going to do with these folks, and we'll figure out how to make it work in that on a store-by-store location basis, is how to bring those courses to the community. And just to truly have a real partner in this, and that's the most important thing for me, from our side of it.
Ash, from a dispensary perspective, how can you tie into the online courses and help promote that to your customer, your patient list?
Yeah, education is already a huge part of what we do. With so much of this industry differentiating themselves through marketing tactics that don't really give you information on what you're ingesting, not the full story of what you're ingesting. The feedback of how it actually affected an individual will always go a long way, especially a unified community of that feedback. So having that resource for the patients, especially in this instance, the veterans coming in, it's just great. Any amount of education that can help the community and the industry it's been stifled for a long time. So education needs to go a long way.
And education builds trust.
Oh, yeah.
100%. And it's funny because behind the the base of our technologies, which it just happens to be blockchain, it's called the trust chain, right? And so, Ash and I got an opportunity to spend some time talking about how it all works together. And so there's a lot of cool functions that it actually just does to make the business better and smooth. But at the end of the day, it really is about what one person uses, it helps the next person use it. And it goes beyond, we start with veterans, and then we talk about firefighters, we talk about the police, we talk about anybody that needs it. We talk about, people that, that are using cannabis to deal with PTSD from distress situations in homes and families, right? And there just hasn't, in a perfect world, Steve, one of the things I think we can do is, being a Canadian, we have socialized medicine, but one of the things I want to be able to do is be able to build enough data that we can go to the medical insurance providers, say, look, you can now actually cover this person, right? And it's going to be, you're not going to end up having to worry about whether there's going to be a self-harm issue there, or an abuse issue, right? And so our job is just to start with the people that, like I said, that probably maybe, being a veteran, I think we deserve it the most, and then what we can use that to build upon and help everybody and actually make cannabis what it should be, right? A true medical product.